What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Fresh here again with another video. I'm becoming an insomniac, so I wanted you to find out what 5G was, what Bill Gates is really up to, and what's some facts going on. There's a lot of misfacts going on YouTube, and I like to spread the truth. So anyway, like, subscribe, comment, and let's get this started.
Sir, last week we did a story about coronavirus-related disinformation. And right after the false claim that 5G causes coronavirus, you're up there, that Bill Gates is spreading this virus to implant microchips in our heads. What goes through your mind when you see disinformation like that?
I hope nobody believes that.
But people do.
That's very unfortunate. I don't know. I really don't. I think the toughest thing is if people don't get the message about safe practice, about washing their hands. In public now we'll be wearing masks a lot. Trusting in the experts on these disease avoidance measures. Some of the false information says that's fake, you don't need to do that. So that's where I see the most risk, is that people don't change their behavior, because it's not just protecting yourself, it's protecting everybody else.
Gates has traveled the world focusing on eradicating diseases and has put part of his Microsoft fortune behind it, including more than doubling his initial donation to combat COVID-19. When I reached out on February 6th to request this interview, you had just announced through the foundation $100 million going to this effort. Now that amount is up to $250 million. Is it enough?
No. This will cost tens of billions to fund the testing, therapeutics, vaccine. That's many tens of billions for the world. And we need global actors, including the U.S., to pitch in for that, because until the epidemic is gone from the entire world, it's going to have a deep effect on every country.
By the number 5 and the letter G. And pretty soon, everything else will be too. If you're watching this, you probably have a meh internet connection. But what if we told you it could be so much better? Think fast, like a cheetah, with a rocket tied to its back fast. 5G is here, but what is it? And will it live up to the hype? We have the facts. The first generation cellular network, known as 1G, launched in Japan in 1979. The first phones weighed over 2 pounds and cost the equivalent of $10,000 today, making that iPhone 10 look almost affordable right now. Downloading a 1 gigabyte picture of Lionel Richie on 1G would take 1 month, 18 days, 17 hours, 2 minutes, and 47 seconds.
So I don't care where or how you get it. Just get it.
Even in the early days, telephone and electronics companies knew that they were onto something, but they needed to dial it in fast. So they switched from an analog radio signal to digital transmission.
There are only a few thousand cellular phones in use right now, but that number is expected to grow considerably within the next few years during the cellular revolution.
And 2G was born. Now in 2G, this 1 gigabyte photo of Kurt Cobain would only take 1 day, 13 hours, 16 minutes, and 57 seconds to download. The digital era meant a phone could now send text-based messages, but things were still clunky and slow.
But what we're going to do is get rid of all these buttons and just make a giant screen.
This is how you turn it on.
iPhone 3G.
3G was a game changer, opening cell phones and computers to that small culture shift called the internet. Under 3G, this 1 gigabyte picture of Backstreet Boys would take between 16 hours, 34 minutes and 12 seconds, to 1 hour, 11 minutes and 34 seconds, depending on your connection. Bringing us to 4G, today's broadband standard. 4G gave us strong video capabilities, basic gameplay, and social media. But we live in a full-on video-driven world now. In 4G land, this 1 gigabyte picture of Lady Gaga would take 1 minute and 25 seconds to download completely. On a good day, a huge jump from 3G, but not even close to the jump to the next generation. So without further ado, meet 5G. Shiny, right? 5G means 5th generation, and it solves the biggest problem holding back 4G, latency, or lagging speed. Our phones today operate at about 50 milliseconds of latency. 5G, however, runs at less than 1 millisecond of latency. You will you'll just have to trust that that means really, really fast. Assuming a speed of 10 gigabytes per second, in 5G it would take less than a second to download a 1 gigabyte photo of Peter Dinklage. And with all your free time, it takes only another 30 seconds to download the entire first season of Game of Thrones in HD. And this transformation rewrites the future in countless ways. And it already has a name, Internet of Things, or IoT. And everything from remotely controlled surgeries to super smart homes to truly autonomous vehicles will be connected. But to achieve instantaneous speeds, the infrastructure must come with it. 5G networks require a completely new system of cell towers that operate at a different frequency. They must be positioned closer to people's homes and businesses to repeat its signals. The world's leading economies are all vying to be the first to go 5G on a national scale. And experts say the US, China, and South Korea are the frontrunners for an economy boost of $500 billion and 3 million new jobs. But there's a catch. Building the infrastructure will cost lots and lots of money. For example, in South Korea, with a small population and great infrastructure, the cost of 5G is set to exceed $8 billion for a single service provider. And according to Bloomberg, the upgrade to 5G would cost $200 billion a year in order to be built in the US. AT&T became the first wireless carrier in the US to launch a mobile network based on the 5G standard. It went live in 12 cities on December 18, 2018, but it's not fully operational yet. Once it is, however, AT&T said it will charge consumers $70 per month for 15 gigabytes. Not exactly cheap. T-Mobile promised to have 5G up and running in 30 cities with actual usage starting this year. And Verizon plans to release a 5G hotspot as well. Mobile companies will do their best to market and advertise their efforts for the latest 5G-enabled phone. We've seen this before with the transition from 3G and 4G. If you remember, after 4G was rolled out, it took some time before we saw a significant speed increase. So give yourself time before diving headfirst into 5G-related products. That 5G-enabled phone is no better than the current 4G without the infrastructure upgrades. So beware of the early rollouts that use 5G buzzwords or other gimmicks like ultra-wideband and 5G Plus and 5G Evolution. They may not actually give you the speeds that 5G promises. And get ready for more confusing names with 6G wireless and 10G broadband just around the corner. The momentum for 5G is coming fast, but not quite Cheetah with a rocket.
When I come here to the DMV and I looked at all the people, none of them are wearing masks or gloves. Only like 2 people in there are wearing masks and gloves in the whole DMV. And practically there's like almost more than 300 people there right now. And that's way overcrowded. Washing my hands, wearing gloves, which I got my gloves dirty right now, so I put them away, and I've been wearing masks lately. And it's kind of hard to breathe in a mask, but still at the same time, it's better than being safe than sorry. I'm a tow truck driver, and last week I had a customer which was coughing, and I canceled it. You know, I was like, I don't know if you have a virus or not. And so I'm actually being really cautious when I go out, and then normally now we don't shake hands. We bump feet together instead of shaking hands. Well, it's actually an epidemic right now, so it's a global crisis. So I think everybody should take this really serious. And especially if you get infected and then you go to your house, you basically get your whole family infected at the same time. And you pay for the price because you got your family infected.
Yeah, and I know that things seem kind of crazy right now, but like I said in my first video, stay safe and stay near loved ones. I hope you guys take this information and use it as factual for whatever you need it for. I just want to get the facts out there. There's a lot of misfacts going on out there, and it's kind of like, but I hold my opinions to myself for the comments down below. So leave comments down below for the way you guys feel about this. This is just like, you know, an amalgamation of what's going on in the world today, and I think that's what I want my channel going towards, more of this, and my dreads. So if you like it, give me a thumbs up. If not, comment down below why, and hope to see you again soon. Peace.